Zuma as a person. The boy from Kandla is intelligent.
Ooh. So manje Umkwena, he was an actor. So do you think he failed from being an actor? Now he's failing from being a political activist.
He's failing. Yo.
Do you think EFF is sinking? Who's a celebrity crush?
Crashing.
Yeah, who's the celebrity crush? Are you a twin plug?
What is a twin plug?
What's your take on 50-50 in relationships? What's your take on
Isthembu? I think it's legalized cheating.
Welcome to a Ferry Show, the name of the show, the behind the scene. I'm your boy Tato, aka PJ Smoke SA. And today in the studio we have the amazing woman. Her name is Mapholoba, and she's a woman of many accolades. Actually, what do you do?
Right now, I am in marketing. I'm doing marketing for like a non-profit organizations and NGOs in around Cape Town. That's where I am based. But I'm studying law at UNISA, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, nice. But the way you sound, KZN. So from which side of KZN do you come from?
Okay. Ngokuzalwa ngwasemzumbe Bandeli ePortshepstone. That's the south coast of KZN and under Ubuntu district.
Yeah.
But right now I am based in Durban. It's in a township called Efolweni. So I grew up. My childhood years I spent them at Umzumbe, Bandeli, and then I moved to the township in Durban when I was in grade 8. Yeah.
Cape Town. How did you get here?
In Cape Town.
Yeah.
So what happened is that when I was in matric, I was part of a program that was called ukuthwala Promets.
Okay.
So it was a math and science program.
Yeah.
So we came to Cape Town when I was the year that I was in matric. We came to Cape Town during what they call Weekend to Remember. So for the top achievers, they take you to Cape Town for a weekend to remember. Oh. So for the weekend to remember, you experience Cape Town, they take you to a tour, then you go to UCT and CPT, then you experience the alumni of Promets there. So how I ended up studying in Cape Town was because of that trip that I took. When I was in Cape Town around that time, and I was at UCT, so there was a program that we held with a UCT student. We also former members of the Promets program. So what happened is that they were asking questions. Actually, it's a funny thing. They were asking, "What are you going to study next year? Where are you going?" And I know everyone was saying, "I want to study this, there. I want to study." And they come to me, I was like, "No, I don't want to study. I'm actually not interested. Like, right, I'm tired. I just want to rest." That's why no, I was a promote. And I think it was around August or September. I'm not sure what's available in my applications at UCT, but it was the last day of applications. We're like, this cannot happen. We are going to apply now. So much that I know that my application at UCT I online, but I did my application manual in the admissions office. Yeah. I applied now and I accepted now. And then that's how I ended up being at UCT.
Who's we? Is that the school or Abandana the school? Who's we?
Okay, the Promise program was of different high schools. Okay. It's a national program. It's in different parts of South Africa. But the one that I was at Umbundu. And the center that they use at my school is Pusisiwe Competitive High School.
I think it's still in KZN this time.
I was in Cape Town for the weekend to remember.
To remember, yeah.
Yes. And
then in grade 12, right?
Yes, I'm in grade 12.
Okay.
Yes. It's September there. September, August, October, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
And then they're asking, what are you going to study? Because when you are top achievers in school, everyone is interested what you're going to do next.
Okay.
So it's that thing. And me, I'm just like, I didn't apply. I never applied anywhere. Usually I never applied because I actually wanted to take a gap year.
What is one thing that you love about being Zulu?
I'm
a Zulu, yeah.
Yes. I don't know, man. I think my favorite thing about Zulu, it's that it takes you off guard. My expression of my Zulu self as someone who's actually away from home for almost a decade. it's some kind of something that is in your blood.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that you can do something like that. It was no matter how far you are, even if you say America or you're in Europe, but there's that sense of being umzulu. So
sense of belonging, actually.
Yes, it is that sense of belonging. So because South Africa, the country, doesn't really give us that sense of belonging, because what is South Africa? Who is South African? Who is not? But at least being umzulu, it's this kind of a person. So it gives you that sense of belonging. I think that's it for me.
Because we started the show, we tell you're not actually Mapholoba Mangcobo. Like I'm confused. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so Mapholoba Mangcobo is my mother's, according to the Zulu culture.
Okay,
Because mina I defy defiance like that. So kahle mina mengithakazela okanye mangibizwa kuthiwa uKamapholoba ngokwesiZulu, if you are a woman,
okay,
and isibongo sakho siqala with the letter M, they don't say, because if isibongo sakho siqala ngo-Z mhlambe uMaZulu, for example, with Mapholoba they don't say Mapholoba, kuthiwa Kamapholoba. So sometimes people do say that Kamapholoba, yabo, and uMapholoba kahle is my mother's father, yabo. My father Umnguni, yabo. So kahle I'm very far from being Mapholoba, but that's how I want to be addressed. That's how I feel more comfortable with being addressed. Where I am closest to myself, being called Mapholoba.
Is that Umnguni a surname or a clan?
A surname.
Oh, okay.
That's surname. Actually, the original surname, the beginning of all the Ngunis.
It makes sense, because to other people it comes out as like Zulus are people who are very arrogant. They are always angry, ready to attack and stuff, which is, to me, it comes out as a stereotype, you understand? But when we look deeper into it, Zulus mostly, they dominate into taxi industries and stuff, and we know that taxi industries are very dangerous industry to be in. So what's your take on that? And would you say Zulus are very violent people?
When you said stereotype, you caught me, because it actually is a stereotype.
Okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Number one, I would not say that they are not arrogant, because arrogance is a human expression. It's a you as Tato thing, or a me as Mapholoba thing, you know. But I know that they have a sense of pride in their. Also, you must look at how the Zulu kingdom came about, because there was never a kingdom, there was never a nation called Zulu. Zulu was a clan. There was a war, actually. There was a war for Zulus to come up as the Zulu nation. So for the Zulu nation to exist, they had to conquer different clans. During the I think the reign of Shaka.
Because I think or something.
I'm not sure which war is it.
Okay, but
I know that Zulu was a clan, because the original nation is Umnguni, just like I said. So
it makes sense.
It's a Nguni nation. So Umnguni was Ubaba Xhosa of the Xhosa king, I think, and Ndebeles, but there was never Uzulu, actually. I think wakhona uMalandela, then uMalandela gave birth to Uzulu noQwabi, but they separated. After they separated, there was different, lineages. And then when Ushaka took over, Ushaka was able to conquer different clans to bring up the Zulu nation. So for the Zulu people, being Zulu is not just a thing. There's a sense of pride, because we did not just wake up and become AmaZulu. This is something that was there was a lot of resistance, there was a lot of energy and effort that was put to actually define a Zulu nation. Do you get my point? So I don't think that they're arrogant. I don't think they are violent, because violence is not a Zulu thing. I don't think it's a Zulu thing. It's a general thing, because the system is violent to us. We are violent to the system. There's a lot of things that are happening that are violent. Like, violence is an act that anyone can actually pursue. But more than that, I don't even think that the taxi industry is actually dominated by Zulu people. I don't think anything is dominated by Zulu thing. I think Zulu people, they are the dominating tribe or nation in the country. So obviously, in a matter of probability, if there's more black and white than white, then it means spaces are going to be dominated by black. So that's how Zulu people dominate.
But my point is actually meant on, let's look into the acting industry, right? If you can check at a certain franchise in terms of movies and soapies and stuff, the languages which are dominant, besides English and Afrikaans to be precise, it's Zulu. Let's look at movies that are dominating with different languages. They don't really pop if it's not Zulu. So I think that's my point when I say if it's not Zulu, then it's not dominating. So going back to my question, that do you think being Zulu is a key to success?
No, no. No. I'm saying to you that it has to be like that because Zulu is the most spoken Vedic language. So I'm saying to you that if you put 12 black balls and 8 red balls and 2 white balls, and then you separate them into different groups, obviously the black balls are going to dominate. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm saying the Zulus are dominating industries because they are the dominant tribe or the dominant nation in terms of language in the country. So obviously in industries they're going to be more dominant. But that's another point, is that they do actually have a sense of pride to themselves and to their nation, and to their culture. So they are not going to shy away from being Zulu at any point. So you're going to know we could be here, and then there's 11 of us, and there's 3 people who are Zulu. But the Zulu people are going to emphasize that they are Zulu so much that everyone is going to feel like the space is Zulu.
So basically it's a matter of dominance and popularity.
It's not dominance, that an act of dominance of wanting to be dominant, but I'm saying that there's
too many Zulus than other cultures in
Yes.
Interesting. What's your take on ukuthwala for success in English, I think?
Ukuthwala.
So what's your take on that?
Okay. Number one, I don't believe in ukuthwala.
Okay.
I'm a scientific person, so
I
don't get the science of ukuthwala, and not just ukuthwala, but the, as they call it, black magic science. I don't get it. Like, I don't believe in it, because if black magic was really that great, then why do they not invent teleporting? For example, why can I not just press a button and find myself in Limpopo now? Because we're that advanced. Number one. Number two, if really we are that great in terms of this black magic, if we are able to do the impossible, then why are we not able to actually conquer white people?
Okay, at home, don't they do how to put it in
traditions,
English?
rituals?
Yes, traditional rituals. Don't they do that at home?
But that's not ukuthwala, because the black magic is not black magic because it's done by black people.
Substantiate.
No. Ukuthakatha is not a black.
Witchcraft, is that what? Yes. Okay.
So it's not a black people thing. I don't think it's called black magic because it associates on abantu abamnyama. I think it's called black magic because it's associated with the evil and the bad, right? So, as black people, we have always had healers in Nyanga.
Okay.
Abantu abanyangayo. Because medicine did not just come out of the blue. Yeah. Medicine came out because there's a certain Nyanga from Angola or Uganda who find out that if you mix 1, 2, 3, and 4, something can heal someone. And then one from the western part of things came and capitalized on that. Because if we're being honest, medicine is actually originated from Africa, just like everything else is.
Yes.
So the medical, what is the right word? Medicine.
The medical
side of it. It's true. Okay, we believe in our ancestors. We do our customs, we do rituals, we do things because it makes more sense for me. I'm not really that spiritually inclined, but me believing in ancestors make more sense because at least umkhulu wami ungonyama knows me, or we share at least DNA or blood. Even beyond that, than believing someone who possibly doesn't even know me that I even exist. So we do that at home. Ngiyaphahla nami ngokwami, and
Yes.
I do that more than I pray actually. But there is no link between the ancestral rituals that we do as Zulu people or as Black people and ukuthakatha and the evil side of it. There's no link.
Yeah.
It was linked because they wanted to demonize our beliefs.
Yes, you're right. Yeah,
You
yes.
know, it was a way of demonizing our beliefs. You know, even in terms of ukuthwala, we do ask our ancestors, but you want this is what I want. You speak to them just like you speak to God when you pray, or you speak to whoever that you believe in
Yes,
when you
yes.
pray, and be like, I need this, I want this makes sense. It's the same thing, you know. I don't know ukuthi kuthwala kanjani, but if you want to link ukuthwala with a Black people being achieving things that they've asked from ancestors, then I would call it that. But they've asked and they were given, as it's
Yes,
supposed
yes.
to be in a matter of belief and but it does not mean that now all of these evil things that people do, it's linked to our culture.
Yes,
It's not.
yes.
It's not linked to our traditions, our customs, to our rituals. Our
Yeah.
rituals are more spiritual than they
Yes.
are and on what we believe in. It's something that can, for example, I'm gonna make an example.
Yeah.
You know, with isgubu, a drum.
Yeah.
When you mausha isgubu mina and I'm around, I do feel something that is beyond my explanation that I cannot explain. That's just, you know, when something is, you know, there's no explanation for this and it's happening. I would because that's what they call it. You feel something like that. And I know it's because this is what is done, like culturally.
Straight up. Straight up.
You know, so it's something like that where
Yeah.
it's not more of, okay, I think this black color can give me luck, so let me just, you know, do that. It's a spiritual thing more than anything.
So let's go back to the drum is good. So would you say you are spiritually inclined? Like, are you connected to the ancestors? If I may put it in English.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm even scared to know.
Because next thing they're gonna be like unedlozi, you have ancestors with you, then go there and perform a ritual for you to become a certain what's a sangoma in English?
Traditional healer.
A traditional healer. So you maybe you don't want, so you're not ready to be that actually.
It's not that I'm not ready to be that. I don't even know that I need to be that, because it's not something that I've actually explored to actually find out. I don't even want to find out because of that, but I might find out. But also, it doesn't even work like that. But every time you find something out, then you must film some. Sometimes it's just that need. It just means you from time to time you must just ushay isgubhu, or from time to time maybe shitsimbe or upahle and stuff like that. Not that once you are an ancestral kid, or if you are traditionally spiritually inclined, it means now maybe you're by some form. It doesn't have to be like that all the time.
So do you think it's justified for the ancestors to threaten us before we do certain things, or what's your take on that? Because we told me to, if you don't do something, then you're gonna get an accident. If you don't do this, you don't do this, you're gonna go crazy. What's your take on that? On the threat from the
I don't think it's a threat. I think things like the things you are saying are inevitable.
Okay.
If you are going to be in an accident, 2 days from now you are going to be in an accident.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're going to die, you are going to die. That is beyond. As much as we want to believe and we want to be scientific, but there are things that are beyond our control and the things that are beyond our understanding. And I've gotten to understand that I've spent so much time trying to understand things. I like figuring things out. I ask questions. I want to know why, how, and whatnot. And I spent so much time doing that I even forgot to actually live, you know, just do the life, And I do that because I want to get the meaning.
Yes.
But there isn't actually. There's actually isn't, because it's these things. Life is not supposed to be understood.
Yes.
Life is not supposed to make sense. You know, I could be speaking like that because I'm someone who's been through a lot in life.
Yes.
But I don't think it's supposed to make sense. I think you are supposed to live it as it is and try to make the most of it, you know. So you are not going to stop an accident from happening. I don't think you are able to do that. One. Number two, I don't think it's a threat. It's a matter of communication. When I'm trying to speak to you, and I'm trying to say, well, do 1, 2, 3, and 4, B 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you don't do that. Eventually, I start shouting louder.
Yes,
And because for them, I would like to believe that there are some kind of forces of the nature. So the vibrations, the more they increase, the frequencies, the more they increase, they start moving and shaking things. And maybe that's how. This is just a theory.
Yes.
Don't cut me. Maybe that's how you end up being in an accident because, like, they are not because no, because they are trying to speak as much as they can. But now,
listening.
So now, because the frequency and the vibrations of the forces are too much, they ended up shaking the car or whatever. I don't know actually how that works. I don't even know how they work. I want to know, but I don't want to put too much because I don't want that to be my. I want to live life like now. I'm old. I'm almost 30 now.
Interesting.
So I'm trying to.
You don't look dirty though.
I'm trying to actually live life now, like do the life, and not try to understand it or let it leave me.
What's your take on Zuma as a person, not a political party?
As a person?
Yeah, what's your take on him?
Oh my God. Okay. Zuma as a person?
Yeah.
Okay. The boy from Gandla is intelligent.
Ooh, boy.
I'm gonna say that he's very smart. He's one of the smartest people I know.
Okay.
But as a human being, I think he's a shitty human being.
Yeah.
Outside of everything that he has been accused of, that I don't want to go on. But he's one person who has had chances to do right.
Okay.
And did not.
Straight up.
So my take on him is not even a sense that I don't regard him. Like, it's done for him. It's almost over.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. I don't want to say something and then the next thing I'm in trouble. But man, we were just waiting for the old man to just cease from existing. Because what else can he do? He has had so many chances to actually do, and he did not. And he didn't. Yeah, but if some people believe that he's a revolutionary, okay, and it's okay to believe that. But if Zuma really is or really was, because I think we must speak of him in the past tense now. If Zuma really was a revolutionary, then there's so many things that he could have done because of the influence that he has had, because of the position that he has held.
Yes.
Because after being the president of the country, what other position do you need for you to implement whatever that you believe in? If you believe in socialism, if you believe in communism, if you are the president of the country, that's the highest position that you can occupy.
Highest level. Type shit, yes.
Type shit, man.
Highest level.
So, like, what more do you need? Like, ufuna kuze kwenzeke, yabo? So I don't know, man. But the guy, I have so many resentment towards him because he has really fooled a lot of people, especially in KZN.
Okay.
He has fooled people. And even Zuma's rise to president. Yes. I remember, I think I was in grade 4 or something. And when Zuma was saying, those times, I remember, I was probably in grade 4 or something. I was in primary school.
Yeah.
And the campaign was based on sympathy. Yes. Sympathy that this man is being attacked, this man is being rejected. And part of the reason this man is being rejected is because he's a Zulu man. Yes. There were even articles where they would say about someone from maybe Twe Tabombeki said that those Zulu Makwenkwes that don't even go to the mountain, to create that day.
Hey.
And now everyone was boiling, but Zulu part. And I think I was also part of that. I'm not gonna lie. Even me, as young as I was, there was one thing that I knew that it should happen, is that Zuma must be president of the country. Yeah. So the entire ukunyuka kwakhe vele to the highest chair, it was ukuthi wefunisa impatho ezenze ngathi yena uyashawa namanje futhi usa-acta kanjalo ukuthi outside processes and whatnot. And we get that all of us were victims of what monopoly capital. But my guy, you have had a chance. You have had a chance. Like you have had a chance. Yabo? Okay. Manje usekhalelana. Okay, mina ngiyashawa. Ngiyiswe inkantolo and all of these things. And you must know that even before Zuma was president, Zuma was in court.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's this case that I read about where NPA drop ama charges, that's why they can't prosecute and whatsoever. So the guy has always been in court, and the reason that he's actually in court and was in court even then is because he's a criminal. There's no other reason. He's a criminal. He's a politician and he's a criminal. I'm not sure where does the line stand actually between the two, but the guy is a criminal. Yeah. So I don't know what to say about him. I just think that we must just speak about him in a past tense.
I can actually see the sadness in your face whenever you speak about him. You understand? But if you understand, why are we supposed to speak about him in the past tense?
Because there's nothing that he can do for us now. And there's, okay, listen. In history, right? That's what they say. History doesn't leave blank pages, except when you are a black woman who's very expressive and vocal like Winnie Mandela, and all of a sudden EFF must come and absorb your name. But anyway, history has no blank pages. History has no blank pages, so history does write, and history will write. But I think right now what he's trying to do is he wants to leave something for him in history, because everything else that he has done before, there's like too many loopholes, like there's no substance. And I hope that that is what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to bring substance so that we can speak about Zuma in books and whatever, just like we do with Krivani and Steve Biko, But I don't know, man. I think we must speak about him in past tense, because there's nothing that Zuma can do right now. Like,
yes.
There's literally nothing. I think he's just an old man who's now past the time of being able to deal with or exercise his masculinity with young women. So now it's expired and he's bored. So now let me find another thing to do. I don't know.
What's your role in EFF?
Activist of the EFF.
Substantiate.
Okay. Part of the duties of a ground force is to mobilize people towards economic freedom or the socialist power. And that's what I do every day. Every day I speak the language of the EFF. I speak of the EFF as the organization. And it's because...
So recently we have a lot of members leaving EFF. Do you think EFF is sinking? It's a sinking ship right now?
No, it's not a sinking ship. What is a sinking ship? Because, do you want to say what is a sinking ship? What is a sinking ship according to you? So that I know exactly what.
So Malema and Floyd allegedly started EFF from scratch. They funded the EFF.
No, not just them. It's not like it's their baby, just them.
Yes.
It was
So they created the manifesto of EFF, right? And Floyd was one of the people who created the manifestos.
One of the people
who created the manifestos. So one of the people who created the manifestos is one of the people who are now backing down on the oath of the EFF, right? So isn't that a sign of a sinking ship?
What is the sign? I want you to be specific and direct with me.
Yes.
What do you exactly? Because if you want to speak about the EFF, don't delete Dala. If you want to speak about certain human beings, don't delete Dala. Just say, who is this or what do I think of whoever and whatever.
Okay. Floyd is one of the biggest and the highest members of EFF and the founder of EFF, leaving EFF. Was that a sign of a sinking ship as EFF? because people are now leaving following him to the party called MK. Is that a sign of a sinking ship to the EFF?
Who is Floyd?
Floyd is one of the founders of EFF.
I don't know Floyd. Tell me, who's Floyd? Because I don't know who Floyd is.
So just because you went to MK, now you guys are cutting him off.
No, I don't know who Floyd is.
Fred Chibam.
I don't know who's that guy. But Mengan. Tell me about Mengan, maybe in
Okay. So July 2023, that was when EFF was found, right?
2020,
No,
2013.
2013, sorry. 2013, that was when EFF was found, right?
Yes.
So, Julius Malema and one of the people and Fred Shibambo, they came up.
I don't know that guy. I know that guy. And then speak about Julius Malema and one of the people.
So now, bonke abantu abaningi like Ubusisiwe, Mkhwebani, and Umkwena, they're now leaving EFF. Ne? So ngifuna uku-understand ukuthi why are a lot of people now leaving EFF to MK? So what is wrong with EFF right now?
No, Busisi did not leave the EFF. Busisi was never EFF. What is EFF? It was just someone that's EFF potential and it didn't work out. And that's how relationship works. So it's broke out. So we can't really say but there's something wrong with the EFF because Busisi were left. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually it's an public prosecutor, right?
Former public protector.
Public protector, yes. So manje Umkwena, he was an actor. So do you think he failed from being an actor, now he's failing from being a political activist?
He's failing. Failing. I'm not a marker. I'm not an assessor. I'm not an assessor. I don't know about Mukwena leaving the EFF. This is new information to me. This is new information. So I can't really. I don't know. I've worked with him in KZN earlier this year. That's all I know of him. But I don't know about him leaving the EFF.
Okay.
But if you want me to tell you, like to answer you in terms of the EFF sinking, I don't think EFF is a sinking ship. So the EFF as an organization has never been an organization of obviously because we're a political organization, we are gunning for numbers, we do want quantity. But we have always been an organization of quality. If you look at us, that even our growth it's not like it's better for you and I to know that it's just you and I who are speaking about these blue caps.
Yes.
Than when there's 20 of us. But it's only you and I who are speaking about blue caps and others are speaking about black caps. Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense, yes.
So for the EFF, I think that's our approach. Our approach is that is better for just, we know that we only have 4 soldiers. Then we think that we have 16 soldiers when we actually have 4. So it's not a sinking ship because more than EFF is a political it's a political party. It's also a political school.
Yes,
so we're actually trying to teach people who are in an active process of conscientizing people, and that is not going to happen overnight.
Yes.
Especially with the sense that number one, there's a serious issue of illiteracy in our country. Number two, our people, because EFF is the better, EFF is the better, and our people, have been sold the better for so many years, from the years of colonization to the arrival of the English, the fight between the Boers and the English, the who's better, to apartheid, and post-apartheid then to the current government, the ANC-led government. And every time that they've been told that their lives would get better, they only get worse. And because we are human beings, all of us, and our bodies have what we call homeostasis. So your body is always trying to protect you from harmful things, So if every time you touch this plant, it cuts you, it might be not that that you can see which there's a thorn or whatever there. Is it a thorn or a thorn?
It's a thorn.
A thorn. I'm thinking of a thorn. Okay, my bad. So I'm saying that it might not know, it might not because you see,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
but every time you touch this thing, it cuts you every time. So your brain is going to stop you from doing that, just like it stop you from touching a hot stove.
Yeah.
You know. So the issues of our people and the engagement of our people towards the EFF are more psychologically than they are of what the EFF is, because the EFF is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not about the EFF. Of course, we have flaws because we're not an organization of plants; we're an organization of human beings.
Yes,
You know, so
yes.
there's feelings and emotions there, and that's allowed. You know, but we're still the best organization that has ever came on into existence in this
Yes.
country. You know, so people they the reason that EFF takes this much time for it to actually have a bigger blueprint is because people, they're scared of the better. They are scared. If you tell them that as EFF we are like this, as much as it's all the truth, but for them it's like every time we've been told that this is going to be like this,
Yeah.
it has always been.
Straight up. So speaking of which, what are the misconceptions that people are getting wrong with EFF?
Oh, number one is the fact that EFF want to invite everyone, all African nationals, and be like, come, let's have a party in South Africa. That's not true. I don't know why people actually believe that, because everything that the EFF says, it's not something new.
Yeah.
Generally, with ideologies and stuff like that, it has never been a thing that we come together, you and Tato, we form a certain thing and be like, okay, this is Tatosm, you know, and now we must bring it back to the people and people must apply Tatosm. It has always been that we see certain people acting a certain way and then we think at the time that it's Tatosm. So everything that the EFF has said, everything that the EFF stands for is not anything new. Everything that the EFF stands for, it's something that is based on actually the struggles of our people, of
Straight up.
black people, and the marginalized in general.
What is umhlanga?
I've only been emhlangeni once, yabo. And ayikho into yokuthi mhlambe emhlangeni khona ama-workshop enihlala kuwona, niyafundiswa, yabo, all of these things.
When you say you have been once, I mean like being part of it or being going there, visit at the event. What do you mean?
Being part of it.
Like njenge-G?
Yes.
Okay,
Yabo.
Now,
it was because it's something that I wanted to do. I've always been against it, but I wanted to do because I have a nice experience. It's exciting, yabo.
Okay.
So yeah, and I'm done with all the
What were you expecting though?
I was expecting into that abantu besifazane abanye abakhulile kunawe bafake ekhwapheni and take
Yes.
and all of these things, but yeah, now ngiyakhula. Now when you have mentors and all of these things, and I wish it was there, and I hope and I think it would make more sense if it was there. Not that ukuthi niyafika okay.
Man, wait. You're saying it was not what you expected. What were you expecting and what did you find?
I was expecting in Yoguti it's going to be like workshops where niyayalwa, yabo, njengokuthi umuntu meyogana, ihlaliswa phansi ayalwa.
Getting married, yes.
Yabo. So ngicabanga ukuthi leyo nto leyo ukuthi uyalithi ayibona ke manje uyakhula
How?
You see, all of these things, so I was expecting that.
Yes.
Because I was curious. I've always been a curious kid.
Yes.
I think even ekhaya osisi bami nabobaba yesebengathanda sisikhamba nabo.
Yes.
Because ngile ngale buzayo.
So what did you find there? What did you find?
I've always been a curious, and everything that I've done as a young person, you have full of curiosity.
Nice. So Mafika Lapana, what did you find like that didn't meet your expectations?
And then you go, then you solar, and then you just you parade. That's what I say.
For publicity.
Yes, it's like you are parading back.
How?
It's really not cool, man. Like it's not cool.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. I mean, I was expecting it. It's a mentorship thing.
Okay, fine, yeah. Yes. Yes.
And I want that. It's like
Mhm.
it's part of one of my projects.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm not gonna say exactly the project that I want.
Yes.
But I felt pregnant at 16,
Okay.
and I didn't really have options.
Okay.
Didn't have options of contraceptives. Didn't even understand sex.
Yes. Yes.
I did not understand. Did not understand what to do. Must not know anything about
Yeah.
a termination of pregnancy whatsoever. So I
Yes.
do want a program that is going to be able, like a health promotion program, because like women's reproductive health is healthcare.
Yes.
Abortion is healthcare. And contraceptives are healthcare. So I would like to have a program like that.
So
Mostly rural areas and townships where
Yeah.
it teaches them about all of these things. So I don't want to say that I'm against it, because now people are going to say I'm against that.
No, you're not. You're not. Ne? Just that the point that I'm trying to make is you're trying to make an awareness that people don't have. The kids in the rural areas who don't have that kind of knowledge, which you're stating you didn't have at that age, right? So I'm trying to understand. So if you had that knowledge of introspection and whatever, were you gonna make abortion at that age?
I probably was not going to get pregnant at all.
If you had the awareness, fine. So now, what motivates you to even go to the extent of trying to create an organization that makes people aware of that?
It's because I've realized that one of the biggest problems is nazo Tina, it's access.
To what?
Anything.
Interesting.
Like with every other problem that we have,
Yes.
education, healthcare, employment, like all of these things.
Yes.
The one thing that is common and the one thing that is an issue is access to it all.
Nice.
The
Yes.
access to healthcare, the access to education, the access to opportunities of being
Yes.
employed. Because a certain mayor can say that, hey, 3,000 opportunities have been introduced of jobs.
And yes, sir, ne?
Not that even your son is, but they are there. But
Yeah.
There's a question of who's actually able to access that.
Exactly my
Who's
point. Yes.
aware? Who's accord? Yeah,
Mhm.
So it has always been a matter of access. So I want into yomhlanga imove from a position yokuthi kuhlola amantombazane ukuthi ama-virgin yini, because that does not even assist us.
So you want that to move from ilokhunja ukuhlolwa ne to ama master classes or ama
mentorship,
mentorship,
something like that.
yes.
Or like a program, like youth programs, programs where young women, because I believe in women empowerment.
Who's a celebrity crush?
Crashy?
Yeah, who's the celebrity crush?
Imag. Okay, I'm gonna think about it. Can I have a second to think about it?
One.
So annoying.
Okay, I'm listening.
Celebrity crush. Okay, my celebrity crush is Imag.
Oh.
But there's two that I need to choose from. Okay, my celebrity.
Wait, what,
in South Africa or international?
Your celebrity crush.
International. Internationally, my celebrity crush is Doja Cat.
Okay.
Yes. In South Africa, I have to choose between Moonchild Saneli and Dineo Ranak. A celebrity crush is supposed to be a man.
Hey,
I didn't know.
Man, wait. It's very interesting. So when I
Yes. My celebrity crush is those.
It's like somebody you
No.
choose to date.
No. Kanti the most celebrity crush was umuntu engifuna umjola.
Hey, like that man in your head, celebrity crush.
And they have to be a man.
Yes.
Okay. Laba ngifuna ukubajola, but they are my celebrity crushes.
Exactly my point.
But if mhlambe ufifi khupha ne, ukuba ngamjola. But
are you a twin plug?
Hi boy, what is a twin plug? That's not funny.
A twin plug, it's somebody who's bisexual.
No, that's not what they are. They are not a twin plug. They are just
No,
bisexual.
you show way. Are you bisexual?
Yes, I am bisexual.
Nice. Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
Yes, but that's not the point here. Also,
Okay.
you can't say bisexual people are twin plugs. Because why do you not want to regard them as human beings?
Okay,
You are trying to find an objective way to regard to them.
But then,
don't regard to them.
Okay, fine. Sorry about that. But my question is, twin plug, it's a better way of putting it in.
It's not a better way. It's the worst way. It's an unnecessary
If
way.
we are approaching it as a political way of doing it.
You must just say you are bisexual or not.
Okay, I refrain from the
Being
LGBT.
bisexual is not an insult.
Fine. So I refrain from the LGBTQ community, all right? So I should have said the what? Being bisexual than being saying a twin plug. Sorry about that.
Yes.
Are you bisexual?
Not even it's not even an either or. That one is just wrong.
Yes, it's wrong. So
just bisexual or not.
Straight up. Fine. Guys, don't come up to me. Don't
I
come
am
up to me.
bisexual.
No, don't come up to me. But don't come up to me. Yes, you're bisexual. Fine. Let's move. So celebrity
But
crush.
it also depends about your realizer now about who wrong.
I just did.
Okay, cool.
You take me wrong,
All
right?
right.
Folks have been saying gamma little twin plug, which is scarce. You understand? So
It's objectifying because we're not objects. We're not electric lines.
So would you say some people who are feminism activists and whatever are very emotional people?
What do you mean? Everyone is emotional.
Because I just personally, allegedly think that she could buy anything if they're not saying the way they're expecting it.
Image, let me get where is this coming from? Are you
Okay.
trying to say that I'm being emotional to you calling me a twin plug?
Not you, but majority they're being triggered.
No, but where is this
by
coming from?
misconceptions of saying things wrong on a certain things. I'm not.
No, but where
are.
is this coming from? Because I want to understand.
It's twin plug,
So you are thinking that I'm being emotional for my reaction towards you saying that I'm a twin plug.
allegedly.
You are saying that I'm being emotional.
Not you. But if you can check, the reason why there's
It's
a
not
cancel
being
culture.
emotional.
But then the reason why there's a cancel culture is because of that.
You are bringing a cancel culture here. I was trying to just tell you how things are,
Okay,
and
look
you
back.
want to bring things to a sense of cancel culture.
Okay,
I'm not really
yeah.
speaking about cancel culture. I'm telling you, this is not how it is. This is how. If you want to do that, maybe you can do it with other people, but that's not
learned
how
something.
I want to be addressed.
I've learned something today. Yes.
Yes.
I've learned something.
Number one. Number two, you
Yes.
cannot say that people are in the LGBTQ community or feminists are emotional.
That's a question.
Because I feel like men
Okay.
actually uthini le nto yeni?
Which one?
Amadoda kodwa awayitshela amadoda ngempela.
Niggas.
Udamane.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
They are the most emotional people. It's just that they are not intact with their emotions.
So that means
So-
you're a feminist, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about it.
And
How
no,
did you-
that does not mean I'm a feminist because that's not what a feminist is.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
So what
but-
is a feminist?
So no, Kaloku, let me
Okay, I'm
let
listening.
me cook. I'm a feminist.
Let
me
it cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. Okay, I'm listening. Yes.
Okay, now I've even lost my train of thought.
Okay, what is a feminist?
No, before that, so that I'm able to.
Okay, before then we're fixing the fact that LGBTQ
You said
are
yes.
emotional,
Oh no,
which are not. They're not
you see, I even
emotional.
got, and I did not even get to my celebrity crush. You know?
Who is your celebrity?
My celebrity crush is Duncan. School for
Umrap waselopunja
Yes,
so
Kwamash.
crazy in Kwamash.
that's my celebrity crush.
Why?
Because that one person, yeah, like yeah, click.
Have you met him before?
Yes,
And how was the energy? And how was the?
the energy are super. I actually do have a picture, but it's fine.
Did you tell him how you feel?
No, it's not that I'm phone. No. I'm phone. Probably I'm going to understand the celebrity crush.
Ngikulalele.
Yeah, but it's not that I'm phone, but I'm saying that one person, mhlambe kuma celebrity wesilisa engathi yeah, that one ngiyajola.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
There's no other one. It's my man. The other person is
He's a man. So
Celebrate.
Hey.
Yeah, any celebrity, umuntu wami celebrate me.
So are you monogamous?
I am.
Like muntu oyedwa nje till that do support. Yeah, so what's your take on 50-50 in relationships?
50-50.
Yeah.
I don't.
NjengomZulu.
Hayibo njengomZulu. Yini yenze njengomZulu?
Because Zulus are taking things in different perspective than other
They
religions and
don't.
races. They do.
Zulus are as human as everyone else is.
Okay.
But my take on 50-50 I don't believe in 50-50. I don't understand what 50-50 is.
Yeah.
So I can't speak on something that I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I believe in a socialist relationship.
Substantiate.
I believe that you must give as much as you can, receive as much as you need. So if at any point in time that you can give 75% and your partner can give 25%, it must be like that. If you can bring 63 and then they can bring 37, then it should be like that. And if you can bring 40 and they can bring 60, it should be like that. Like of
So
forces.
my question is based on actually the feminist idea of women must be treated equally as men.
No,
right?
the 50-50 is not a feminist idea. The 50-50 is not a feminist idea. Like in a feminist ideology and in a feminist theory, there's nothing called 50-50.
Feminist ideology. You see, now you're being correct. Fair feminist ideology, right? So a lot of people are getting cancelled because there's this thing idea of where the woman must actually bring 50% on the table, the same as
you want me
men.
to answer your question, right?
Straight up.
So you must keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Because if you're going to come to me with the misconceptions that you already have with feminism, then I won't be able to answer you.
Okay, I'm listening to your question right now.
Because that's not how feminism works. That's not what feminism is. 50-50 has nothing to do with feminism.
Okay.
Feminism has always been about activism and the equality of genders or the equality of human beings in general.
Yeah.
So it's 50-50. I don't know how to answer you when you speak about 50-50 because I don't know exactly what you mean. You speak about that when I wash dishes, you must also wash dishes, or when you pay bills. Is that what you are speaking about?
Let's start with the ideology. What you believe personally, then I'll come to my misconceptions. Then so that we can make sense to
of
each
what?
other.
Of 50-50
Yes,
or feminism?
Yes, your belief on 50-50, then I'll come to feminism.
I don't have any belief of 50-50. Like, it's not something that I regard. Like, it's like, I just don't know what is it.
So to you, a man is the head and the woman is the neck. Done.
No, I don't know what that is. What does that mean? I don't know what is 50-50.
Okay,
I just know that I believe in socialist relationship.
Yes.
As I've said,
Substantiate.
I believe that a relationship does not need to put when we give as much, like we give in like the same together. But I must give as much as I can and receive as much as I need. And you must also give as much as you can and receive as much as you need, because we're in a partnership here. We love each other. So I'm willing to give you everything that I can give to you. And I must receive everything that I need. Then you are balanced. I'm not going to go and try to find anything, because everything that I need, I've received. And everything that I can give, I've given. I'm not going to try and give it to other, like to somewhere else, because I've given already here. And those are the kind of relationships that I believe in. So I don't know what is 50-50. I've seen people speak about splitting bills, splitting. I don't know. I don't know what is 50-50 is. So I can't really say.
So what's your take on isthembu?
Isthembu? I think it's legalized cheating. I think isthembu it's just cheating legally. Yeah.
But would you allow your man to do it? Isthembu? Yeah.
I think Mapholoba is isthembu. As I told you before, I don't think that naturally as human beings we're monogamous, but because we're a kind of a creature or a kind of whatever it's called that we are, species that we are, is able to think and have a brains and it can apply logic, then that's where we become monogamous, So I think at least if as a man you want to have a polygamous relationship, you must know when I enter that this is what you want.
Let's say I was in Zingani. Let's say you're not fertile. I was in Zingani. And then
and ihlangana nesithembu leyo nto leyo,
athathe umfazi wesibili, like get a second wife so that they can make kids.
Then why mina ngangishiye mina?
You guys are already married.
No, kaloku the thing is, in relationship you must find someone who match energy yakho.
But then it's not a relationship if you bring somebody to only make babies.
Yeah, but if they don't make babies, then ngiyeke mina and go to people who make babies.
Remember, you guys are married for maybe 10 years or something, or maybe 2 years or 3 years. Okay, now.
Yes, but why should I stay if when your idea of it? Because my idea of marriage is totally different from making like babies. My idea of umshado is not into For me, umshado is just a change of status in a relationship.
Nyakuzwa,
Yabo?
yes.
Uthi niyajola, niyathandana.
Yes.
Oh, jigi, oh, section according to government and shit.
Yes.
But it does not mean that there's new things that need to be introduced now. You must act a certain way. You must change now. You must start settling. You must start settling when you start jola nam.
But then nyakuzwa ne, siyajola everything is perfect, right?
Yes.
But then how do you deal with if the only problem that you're facing is you can't make babies?
Yes, I'm saying if your idea of umshado is your woman making babies, then it means umshado wethu does not exist. Ngishiye ke mina, uhambe uyoshada umuntu ozokwenzela ingane. It doesn't make sense.
It does make sense, but I'm thinking, what if we love each other but we can't break up and then I need babies
No,
right now?
if we love it, you know the thing about love.
Ngikulaleleke manje.
Love is illogical. Love is it does not make sense. There's no way to explain it. You can't, you know, love is beyond our scientific. It's beyond our science. It's beyond because. It's like any other emotions that a human being feels, like greed and jealousy and okay, at least happiness we can explain in any other things, but like,
do you believe in love though?
I do believe in love.
Okay.
I do believe in love, but love is you cannot if you are in love and you want to stay in love.
Yeah.
You cannot be logical about it because illogic is keep a love.
Substantiate.
Okay, let me say that you and I are in a relationship, you know, and you want to take his temp.
Yeah.
If mina ngisemathandweni now, yabo, and I apply that logic, but I am in that. I won't even apply logic. I'm just going to, because when you are in love, you are like forces of nature. If there's not this we trampoline, you are just jumping up and down frequency, and you guys are just in sync and going up and down. Because that's how love feels.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to the flow and all of these things back and forth. That's how life is. And you don't care what else. Even if we are vinjwa, it does not matter to you because you are in love and you are in sync. You understand each other.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, but it's different when nithandana, and manithandana angeke uzucabanga ukwenza isithembu umuntu wakho mengawazi ukwenza ingane. That's what I'm trying to say. When you guys love each other, you won't even think, but this person can't make babies, so I must get another person. No, because when you are in love, it's like, I love this woman, whatever. Noma ngabe kutheni. Kuba uza ngomva, noma uza ngoma ngiyamthanda, and that's that.
So we're gonna play a little bit of a game right now, ne? So you need to choose one.
One what?
Like, in a game, you choose one between abantu or situations, right?
Okay.
So you listen to Amapiano. Everybody listen to Amapiano right now, ne? So between Okabza, Pori, and Kelvin Momo, who do you choose?
Kabza.
Why?
Because I love each chance Kabza. And the reason that I love it is that people don't usually praise you for the work that you have done in industries. And Kabza took it upon himself to actually create a praise for himself, and I admire that.
Yeah. Yeah. So in terms of Umaskandi, Shui or Umtandeni SK?
But you can't compare. It's different generation. Like even within Umaskandi, there's different genres.
That's the fun of it.
Okay. I'm gonna say Mtandeni because that Mtandeni is happening like recently now.
Because Sasana daughter or Mahu.
Like for one, one for Mahu, one for Nkosazana. Famous songs.
Mahu, da.
Alam Nkosazana.
Nkosazana daughter. Okay, he has a lot of songs. No, Lokunja, Master KG, ne?
Imake yazi ukuthi mina ngazi lothi ubani lona no not lokho no Big Zulu.
Ukutwana Big Zulu is landlo
okay, not that one. Okay,
ngidlule o
no, okay, angadlula because ngizama ukuyicabanga ingoma zaba ngisikhumbula, so
pass ne. Okay,
but I love them.
You love them. So what before we close the episode, ne, what's your take on Ngizwe Mchunu? Before we close the episode.
Ngizwe Mchunu. How? I wonder if you had told me before coming to the podcast we are going to speak about crazy people, I was not going to come. Seriously. Bengengize. So why must we speak about mad people?
So yeah, because I remember when we were voting earlier on this year, he was actually voting for Ilokunja ENC instead of MK, and hypothetically, most people in KZN are voting for MK instead of Ilokunja ENC. Hypothetically, so ngaba that's your take when you say uyahlanya?
No, ayibonga ihlangana nento ze-ANC no-MK mina. Ayibo. Where do I enter there? Like, I don't even know ukuthi izintoni ezo. Yabo. But see, yazi ukuthi ish. The thing about us as black people is that all of us have our mental issues to a certain extent.
Yes.
Just that abanye bahlanya, all of us sonke siyahlanya because the system has fucked us up. Ukuthi nje sihlanya to a certain extent.
Yes.
Abanye bahlanya kakhulu kunabanye, but I think Ngizwe yena uhlanya kakhulu kunabanye.
Schizophrenic.
Yabo. Not even a laughing matter, yabo. And it's not because mele disregard.
No, we're not disregarding him. Yes.
We can still yabo simthathe sithi yabo. Okay,
Inkosi
maybe inkosi yabani?
Oh yeah, amabhinqa abanye. Okay.
Okay, not ngibhinqa. So ibhinqa liphi?
Abanye ke.
Okay,
You think inkosi yamabhinqa?
No, uyena. Uyena ucabanga kanjalo. Yena.
Okay, uyena ke.
Yeah. So ngithi mina not that kumele simkhansele as someone ukuthi I mean there's still singakwazi ukuthi still yabo because unayo i-reach ebantwini une-influence abantu bayamlalela yabo it means ba ikhona into ekhona ke yabo there's something in him yabo and we as people who want the betterment of the society we can use that because that's what I believe in. Basically what I believe in, this is what I do even with my friendships. I believe that I'm a socialist. I'm just a socialist because even with my friendships, yabo.
Yeah.
Abangani bami ngisebenza nabo and I recommend or not recommend, but I speak about them according to their expertise and their capabilities. Umzekelo today when I was coming here, my hair was a mess.
Okay.
And I had to call my friend. This one is going to it's going to but I could just have this one friend or two friends every day. But I'm saying but everyone have a chance to bring something. That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone have a chance and you must allow them that chance. Even at your worst, at your madness, you must still be able to identify when you have an ability and if you want to make our society a better society, focus enough. So that's what I think of English.
So in closing, what do you want to be remembered as?
Remember, yeah, Shona.
No, not that you are Shona, but then I'm just saying, what do you want to be remembered as?
Remembered as okay. This is one thing that I think I like it when it's come up abantu bacabanga mina. There's this quote ka Che Guevara more than anything you must have the ability to feel any kind of injustice towards anyone and anywhere in the world.
Straight up.
And that's just my Bible. That's how I live. That's how I live. So makuqhamuka le quote le cabanga mina okanye if ucabanga mina you must think of this quote because this quote find everything that I
closer to your heart. No, but then in closing, siyabonga kakhulu for having you today. It was a very nice and long and argumentative episode. No, siyabonga kakhulu, and thank you very much for your time. This is the behind the scene with your boy PJ Smoke Tato, and have a nice day.